YouTube, what up? Welcome back to a new video. If this is your first time here on the channel, thanks so much for stopping by. Definitely check out some of my other videos. And if you like what you see, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Today is Friday, November 28th, 2025. It's officially Black Friday. But if I gotta be real with y'all, you're not gonna see this on Black Friday. You're gonna see this the day after. I kind of just wanted to hop on here and talk about Black Friday, what it was, what it used to be, what it is now, and pretty much, share with you guys the things that I picked up. This video is going to be out of order. You're going to see this video first, and then next week, you're going to see a pickups video for September and October. So none of this stuff will be included in that pickups video. So let's talk about Black Friday. You guys know I have a child, right? I mean, he's a man child, but still, he's going to always be my little baby. You know what I'm saying? He's going to always be my little kid. And I think this is where my love for Black Friday started. I almost feel like all parents, for the most part, have stood in line for something for their children. I know for a fact, back in the 80s, like 85, 86, I know for a fact that my mom, and I don't know if it was on Black Friday, but I know for a fact my mom stood in line for Cabbage Patch dolls. I got 2 Cabbage Patch dolls one Christmas, and it was like the hot toy of the year, and they were super hard to come by. So yeah, I know my mom stood in line. First time I stood in line was back in 2001 or 2002. I can't remember, but my son was really big into Elmo. And he wanted, not necessarily he wanted, but I wanted to get him a Tickle Me Elmo doll. Again, Tickle Me Elmo, I believe, came out. That doll was really big in like the late 90s. But it was still a thing. It was hard to come by the time he was like 2 years old. So I distinctly remember going to Target on Black Friday, standing in line. I've stood in line. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I literally have stood in line at Target throughout the years to pick items up on Black Friday. It's ridiculous. And even not on Black Friday, it's crazy. But yeah, the things that you do for your kids. I thought it was fun. I used to love it. I'm one that, I like to be amongst the chaos for the most part. I mean, never someone that was, starting a fight because someone in front of me grabbed the last television. Not that type of chaos. But I like to be out and about, on the busy time, during the busy time of year. Yeah, I've stood in line for, like I said, Tickle Me Elmo. I've stood in line for several wrestlers at Toys R Us when Toys R Us was around. I sure do miss Toys R Us. I've stood in line at Best Buy to get video games for my son when he started playing video games. And I'm not going to front, for me too. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a thing. It was an experience that I really did enjoy. And I feel like throughout the years, something has changed. And it's not as, I don't want to call it magical because that's crazy, but it's not just hitting the way that it used to. And that goes for the deals too. I don't think the deals hit as hard as they used to. And that's pretty much for not just games. I feel like that's pretty much for everything, but you can definitely see it in games. I don't know if it's because everything is just expensive now. If retailers are raising the prices before Black Friday and then dropping them when Black Friday rolls around to make it look like a deal, I'm not sure. But I know one thing, Black Friday is not just one day anymore. It's Black Friday. I wasn't looking for a console. I wasn't looking for anything crazy. I pretty much have the games that I wanted to pick up day one, but there were some games that I just kind of held off on. Matter of fact, when I first started seeing ads roll around, I was like, the deals are a little lackluster. They're not the best. But as stuff started to roll out, I was like, oh, I didn't pick that up when it was released. I was interested in that, so got some deals here and there. And I guess I just kind of wanted to show them to you guys. So I picked up some games for the PlayStation 5, the Nintendo Switch 1 and Switch 2, and also a PS5 accessory. Only have 2 games for the PlayStation 5, so I guess we'll start with that first. This is like a little mini pickups video, right? And to be honest, guys, I haven't played any of these games. They're all still in the wrapping Okay, haven't even had the time, all right, to unseal them and play them. Let's just be real. I did pick up a Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. Snake Eater is. Played it and remember it vividly when it was first released, and it's my all-time favorite Metal Gear game. Love it to pieces. I feel like it's super emotional. I know a lot of people don't like the whole camouflaging system, and how you have to eat, the survival aspect of it. But there was something about 3. I know what it was. It's the ending. The ending just hit hard, and I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending hit hard. The music's fantastic. There's some really cool boss battles in the game. And when I heard that they were remaking it, I was like, okay, cool, I'm down. But I didn't want to spend $70 on it. So this was $30 on Amazon, and I snagged it real quick because that's a hell of a deal. The other PlayStation 5 game that I picked up is The Precinct. This is the limited edition. I saw a video from Switch Addiction. If you guys, haven't seen any of his stuff, he's super knowledgeable, really cool dude. He knows his games. Definitely check him out. But he was talking about this game, and I think the original price was $50 or whatever. And I was like, nope, no siree. This was months ago. He was talking about it. And this was like 25, I think. So I snagged it. It's like a top down. It looks like a top down GTA almost, but you're a police officer. So you're arresting folks. You're doing God's work, if you know what I mean. It just looks cool. It reminds me kind of like a modern day. This is set in the 80s, early 80s, I believe, but it reminds me of almost like a modern day police quest. The PlayStation 5 accessory that I picked up was definitely something that I didn't need, but I wanted. That can be said for anything that you see here, okay? Didn't need any of this, but damn, I sure did want it. I picked up a new controller, a new DualSense for the PlayStation 5. It's the Ghost of Yotai controller. Have it right here. It is a beauty. I haven't used it yet. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about maybe using this as when I am streaming Steam games, using this controller, because I don't do it all that often. I don't want to mess this controller up. It's so pretty. I love it to pieces. It's gorgeous. Shout out to Red Infamy for letting me know about the deals on that. It was 64, like the special edition controllers were 64, but I had a $10 credit. Okay, so it made it 54, and of course tax or whatever. And it's damn sure worth it. On to the Switch 2 games, I picked up Star Wars Outlaws. This was $30 on Amazon. Regular price, $60, $59.99. I originally played this game on the Xbox Series X, but I got rid of it. And yeah, definitely enjoyed my time with Star Wars Outlaws. I've spoke about it on the channel, here on the channel. This is the Ultimate Edition, and it includes all of the DLC, so I will be checking the DLC out. And the cool thing about this is that I still have my save on the Xbox, and it does have cross save, so I would love to pull that up. Hopefully it works, and I could just pick up where I left off. Like I said, I beat the game, but I wouldn't mind, putzing around with, if I had to play through it again, I wouldn't mind doing that on the low. It's a really fun game. The other Switch 2 game that I picked up is Persona 3 Reload. This was recently released, and the funny thing is Target kind of made a mistake. They originally said that this was going to be $24.99, and then they raised the price to, I believe, $39.99. But nope, thanks to good old Twitter and Wario64, I went in. He had scanned the original flyer. I sure did go up into that Target and showed them the flyer, the original one, and they granted me the $25 price. So good on Target. But yeah, this just came out. I recently this year beat Persona 5 Royal, and that was a hell of a time. It took me forever, but it was a fantastic game. I messed around a little bit with Persona 3 back on I believe I had it on the PSP. Played it on the PSP and didn't get far. Don't remember much. Remember the Tartarus. That's pretty much all I remember. I don't remember the characters or anything like that. So it'll be cool to, start this up sometime. When the hell if I know, but start this up and get through this. I'm really enjoying my time with these Persona games. Yes, it's a game key card, and so was Star Wars Outlaws. Y'all know how I feel about game key cards. The rest of these games are all Switch games. This was $19.99. Matter of fact, this is the only $19.99 game from the lot. You know what I mean? I feel like back in the day, Black Friday, the deals with the games, for the most part, there used to be, it felt like there used to be a whole lot of $19.99 deals out there, but it's not the case anymore. We're going through it. I did pick up Pac-Man World Repacked. I didn't finish Pac-Man World, the remaster. Is it a remaster? It was a remaster. I didn't finish that one on the Switch, but definitely going to go back into it. I liked what I played of that. This looks cool, but I didn't want to spend full price. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is like the perfect get. They didn't have the Switch 2 version when I went in, so I went with the Switch version. It's cool. Another Crab's Treasure was on sale. I think this one was $20, but I'm not quite sure. It was cheap. This has been on my get list for a while since it was released. I feel like the physical version was released earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. I messed around with it a bit on Xbox when I had Game Pass, and I enjoyed my time with it. It's like a Souls-like. I never finished it, and I never played a whole bunch of it, but it's a Souls-like, but you play as a crab, which is something totally different. Apparently, when it initially came out, it ran like boo-boo, right? But they done patched it up and it runs so much better now. So I'm excited to get into this. This seems like a game that won't take too long, and I can, definitely kick back and chill with it. Chill might be a little crazy to say, because if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a little kiddie game, but it still seemed like it was a little hard. The next two games I doubt you're going to see anyone have in their Black Friday haul video, but maybe you'll see someone with this one. But I did pick up Date Everything for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, this came out in the summer and I just wasn't feeling it at the time. Like, I wanted it, but I was like, I can hold off on it. I can wait on it. And again, glad that I did. I believe this was $24.99, I think. This looks like a fun time. It's like a dating sim, but the crazy thing is that you can literally date everything. Objects in the house. They all have their own different personality, and I am so excited to dig into this. This seems like a game, and I also heard that it's like maybe mildly inappropriate. I don't know. Maybe this is a game that I should stream. This seems like a good time. It looks good. I think they patched this one up too, so it runs better on the Switch too. Yeah, I'm gonna get around to this one sooner than later. This will be a stream game for sure. And then last game here, I don't think you're gonna see anyone pick this game up during Black Friday, but this one, out of everything, I was really excited about. Shout out to Callie Star over on Twitch. She's also here on YouTube, but she streams semi-regularly on Twitch. She was streaming Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club. And boy, I gotta tell you, I had already known about this game, already knew about it, but I haven't heard anyone talking about it. No one. So when I saw her streaming it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's bright, colorful, super cozy. Who doesn't love the Peanuts gang? You know what I'm saying? It looks like a time, guys. Super laid back. Graphics are beautiful. It just gave me like a wholesome feeling. I don't want to call it a point and click adventure, but you're definitely out here solving mysteries. You know what I'm saying? Doing a little light puzzle solving and all that good deduction, all that good stuff, Yeah, Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club. If y'all have heard about this game, let me know in the comment box below. Guys, that's everything that I picked up during Black Friday. Let me know what you picked up on Black Friday or the week or two leading up to Black Friday, because we all know Black Friday just isn't one day anymore. If you played any of the games that I played, let me know what you think about them. As always, I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time. Peace.